Familiarizing with the ITTOs of every process lays a foundation to not only understanding how a particular process is developed and serves its purpose, but also may help you answer one or two questions of the exam, where you may be asked to identify a particular set of documents required for a particular process. Yes, you may get a question or two where you will be asked to identify the right combination of inputs, tools and techniques, or outputs to a certain process of the process map. So let's discuss each and every inputs, tools and techniques and outputs to validate scope process. Inputs to the process of validating scope would include project management plan. Project management plan components like scope management plan. The project management plan specifies how formal acceptance of the completed project deliverables will be obtained. It also has a component of requirements management plan. The requirements management plan describes how the project requirements are validated. And the scope baseline. The scope baseline is compared to the actual results to determine if a change, corrective action, or preventive action is necessary. It also has project documents. Project documents that can be considered as inputs for this process would include lessons learned register. Lessons learned earlier in the project can be applied to later phases in the project to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of validating deliverables. Quality reports. The information presented in the quality report may include all quality assurance issues managed or escalated by the team, recommendations for improvement, and the summary of findings from the control quality process. This information is reviewed prior to product acceptance. Then we have the requirements documentation. Requirements are compared to the actual results to determine if a change, whether corrective or preventive action is necessary. Requirements traceability matrix. The requirements traceability matrix contains information about requirements, including how they will be validated. Then we have the verified deliverables. Verified deliverables are project deliverables that are completed and checked for correctness through the control quality process. Then we have the work performance data. Work performance data can include the degree of compliance with requirements, the number of non-conformities, severity of non-conformities, or the number of validation cycles performed in a period of time. Before we end this lecture, let me leave you with an important piece of information. Validate scope is the process of formalizing acceptance of the completed project deliverables. The key benefit of this process is that it brings objectivity to the acceptance process and increases the probability of final product, service, or result acceptance by validating each deliverable. This process is performed periodically throughout the project as required. In exam, typically you will be asked this question to differentiate between validate scope and control scope. Please remember, the validate scope process differs from the control quality process in that the former is primarily concerned with acceptance of the deliverables, while the latter is primarily concerned with the correctness of the deliverables and meeting the quality requirements specified for the deliverables. Control quality is generally performed before validate scope, although the two processes may be performed in parallel. See you in the next lecture.